Hi, I'm Ethan Anderson, and I'm here to talk about the coronavirus concerns for parents. The coronavirus pandemic has been in our world for over a year now, and it has changed a lot about our lifestyles and our daily habits. Some things may return to normal, but many will not, and it's tough to know what will and what won't as we're still experiencing the effects of the virus. The coronavirus pandemic has been challenging for a lot of people, and one specific group is parents because it just adds another level of stress on top of parenting. The pandemics forced parents to take care of their children and also adopt a new work environment. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the relationship between employees and employers have been a touchy subject, but one country that has been doing well to accommodate is Canada. They passed the CERB, which has allowed their residents temporary benefits so that they don't have to choose between parenting and paying bills for their children. And the rules vary throughout different provinces, but specifically Ontario, they are a bit more strict when it comes to offering support. They make sure that daycare options are explored, and they request proof of a daycare rejection or being on a wait list before offering support to their residents. Colorado has passed the HELP law, which has allowed us to take 2 weeks of sick leave with two-thirds pay if you're showing coronavirus type symptoms. California laws include accommodating their citizens with coronavirus tests and things like that. And if they provide a coronavirus test that's positive or have medical certifications of other issues, then they're able to gain access to things like disability insurance or paid family or sick leave. Another state, Illinois, also used paid time off in order to recover the vaccine, and they released a statement that uh, ensures that their employees have flexible work schedules if they are sick. Small businesses suffered throughout the pandemic, just like all businesses, but being a small business, you have less and less resources than other companies, so it's difficult to keep going with your business and whatnot. But I think that if you're a small business and you were able to transition to technology and do things online, then you were able to survive. And some pandemic solutions include using resources such as Google Teams and Zoom in order to stay connected with your employees and have proper communication. And if employees were able to adopt this new online way of life, then they had the best shot of staying afloat in their company. So working versus parenting is difficult because they both are basically full-time jobs, and um, from the office to home, there's just a bunch of stress looking out for your kid while they're in online classes and making sure that they're focused while also trying to adapt to a remote workplace at home as well. So companies were trying to be more lenient and flexible and considerate of their employees when it came to this topic. And every business's goal is to make money, so being efficient while you're at home is important, and it's hard because you don't have someone able to check on you, and there's also added distractions at home. So there's a fine line between holding employees accountable and being understanding. So as managers, it was difficult to do so, but at the end of the day, they had a business to run and employees to manage. So being efficient at home was definitely a struggle for many managers. And returning to work, once the government has deemed that it's acceptable for companies to have their employees come back to work, then the employees will have to return, and employers must be able to accommodate their needs if they still have children and stuff at home that can't return to school or whatnot. And it's difficult to say, but you can't really fire an employee if you don't have probable cause. So um, returning to work is definitely an issue that companies will have to work through. And when requiring vaccines, you're not allowed to force anyone to get the vaccine, as it is a freedom of choice, which is a core value in America. However, schools such as CU Boulder are requiring their students to provide a proof of vaccination before returning to school, and they will reject them if they don't, which is kind of a loophole around this. But everyone's been struggling, so returning to work and getting the vaccine in school and all that, it has to come at some point. So I think we just need to all get on the same page and focus on that. Thank you.